grade 1. Welcome to another math class. Today we're going to be learning about halves and quarters. I think you might already know what a half is. Maybe not so much quarters. So if we're going to start off with halves, and if I have a pizza and I want to cut it in half, I have to cut it into 2 equal pieces. So half just means 1 out of 2 pieces. But it's super important that the pieces are the same. So if I look at this, did I cut this pizza in half? Here we have pizza, here we have no pizza, and if the sides are the same, then you can see, oh yeah, I cut that in half. Because this side is the same size as this side. But if I look at this pizza, yes, it's in 2 pieces, but this side is way bigger than this side, so this is not half. If I get this pizza, I turned it so the line is crooked, but can you see that this side is the same size as this side? This side is equal to this side, so I cut it in half. And if I look at this pizza, it's 1 out of 2 pieces, but this piece is way too big, so it's not cut in half. So a half needs to be 1 of 2 same size parts. So is this half? No, because this part is smaller and this part is bigger. Is this half? Yes, because these sides are equal in size. Is this half? No, because there's more gray than white. Is this half? Yes, because the sides are equal. If I folded it, you should see that they would fold exactly on top of each other. So I have a whole bunch of different shapes here. The gray side or the shaded side and the white side. And you should be able to see that the white side is as big as the gray side. The white side is as big as the gray side. So all of these are halves, 1 out of 2 pieces. So now we're going to look at the gray part and we're going to see if it's more than half or less than half. None of them are half because you can see that all of them have more of one of the other. So the gray part, is that more than half or less than half? It's smaller, so we're going to go, no, it's less. This is bigger than the white side, so the gray side is more. Yay! Gray side, is it more than half or less than half? This is bigger than the white side, so it's bigger. Yay! And here's the gray part. Is that more or less than half? You should be able to see it's smaller. It's smaller. So here's Eli. He's walking along the line. Where's he going to be when he's halfway? That's not Eli. That's Eli. Where's Eli going to be when he's halfway along the line? Doot, 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 doot. Halfway. No, because you should be able to see that this side is more than this side. Doot, 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 doot. Halfway. No, because you should be able to see that this is less than this side. Halfway means both sides are equal. Is that halfway? This side should be the same as this side. There's Eli, halfway along the line. Hey Eli, you're star of the week. Thanks for showing us halfway along the line. So half is 1 of 2 equal pieces. We can also do 4 equal pieces. So your math book is going to call it one thing. Your math book is going to call it quarters when you put it into 4 equal pieces. Let me grab a line. Down. So when you put it into quarters, you should have 4 pieces that are exactly the same. But when you go to splash math later, they're not going to call it quarters, they're going to call it fourths, because there are 4 equal pieces, parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So can I color in a fourth? Nope. I can only color in a whole. This is called a whole because it's all of them, the whole thing. So maybe you should get out your dry erase board or a piece of paper, make a square, and can you divide the square into 4 equal pieces? There are lots of ways to divide a square into 4 equal pieces. So I'm just going to keep talking while you figure out how can I divide this square into 4 equal pieces. Well, we could do it like we did with the circle. That's half, 2 equal pieces, and there we go. 4 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the pieces are the same size. They're equal. Or we could do it a different way. This is half. 4 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or, can you think of another one? You're like, we already did that one, Miss J, but no. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you can do this way and you just turn the whole square around, what's the other way? Four equal pieces. So your math book is going to call these quarters. 1 out of the 4 is a quarter. Splash Math is going to call them fourths. So is this divided into quarters? You're like, this side is the same as this side, and this side is the same as this side, but are they divided into fourths or quarters? Yes or no? It's yes. They just took half of the one square divided this way and half of the other square divided this way and smooshed them together. They don't look like they're not the same shape, but they are the same size. All right, in your math book today, you are going to be finding halves. Your math book just says circle it if it's a half, but I'm going to say if it's not, I want you to X it. It makes it easier to see. So is this show half? No, because this side is not as big as this side. Does this show half? Are both sides the same? Equal? Yes. 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 No, because the gray side is bigger. And this might trick you just because the line is crooked, but this side is the same size as this side. This does show half. And I'm just going to spin it for you to show you that if I turn it, it's easier to see. It's easy to see that it's half this way. So if I spin it, it's still half. It's just a little harder to see when I turn it that way. All right, you have 3 pages. This page is a little tricky because it's asking you to do something a little different. We are going to look at the pizzas. If it's more than half, you want to give a happy face because you want more pizza. If it's less than half, you want to do a sad face because you don't want a little bit, you want all the pizza. So here's a whole. Happy, it's more than half. This is just a little bit. It's less than half. There's more white than pizza. Here, more white than pizza. It's less than half. So you're going to do sad. On page 89, you're going to circle the pictures that show half. I also want you to X out the ones that don't show half. And then on the last page, you're going to do quarters. Quarters are shapes that are divided into 4 parts that are the same size. So this is 4 parts, but these parts are bigger than this part. So circle quarters and X out those that are not a quarter. So here's the shaded part. Is that the same size as the other 3 parts? Yes. Here's 1 out of 4 pieces, but this piece is smaller than the others, so that's not a quarter. And then we're going to go to Splash Math. You're going to do 2 things. If you go on your desktop, you're going to get this spot. It's in under Geometry. And if you go to your iPad, if you have one, it will be in your assignments. So first we're going to do equal shares.
Which picture shows 4 equal shares?
So this is 2, this is 4, they're all the same, equal.
You rock!
Which picture shows 4 equal shares?
4.
Good going!
Which picture shows 4 equal shares?
1, 2, 3, 4, but only this one is equal.
On a roll!
Which?
Oops. And then you're going to do halves and fourths.
Is the picture divided into halves or fourths?
4 pieces, fourths.
Well done! You're awesome!
How many fourths are there in a whole?
So this is the whole. How many fourths are there in a whole? 1, 2, 3, 4 fourths in a whole.
Good going!
Figure. Okay. Equal shares, halves and fourths. If you're on desktop, they should be in your to-dos. Okay, have fun with that.